nothing really too spectacular there either.
Well, the Jeff Hardy and Edge, I think the build-up is pretty good on that. I think having Jericho come into that storyline is kind of killing it because he has his feud with Ray. I don't know. I think just Jeff Hardy and Edge is going to be the match of the night.
Yeah. You want to do news now, or do you want to go over with the Dream 9?
Let's go over news.
All right, well, news it is. TNA Wrestling News is reporting that former WWE superstar Shawn Spears, which was Galvin Spears in the ECW, and Elijah Burke were in backstage TNA tapings. So they might be cutting a deal with them.
Good. TNA needs all the help they can get. TNA is a good product.
Also making their debuts, Raven. I believe Raven was already in TNA, wasn't he?
He was for a while, then he left. I'm not sure what happened there, but he left.
And same with Shane Douglas. How old is Shane Douglas?
Shane Douglas is pretty old, but I believe he left for drug problems. I think he had painkiller problem or something like that.
Really? And also making their debut is former WWE champion, which was Victoria.
That'll be nice.
And
the women division over there on TNA is working. They have a good collective group of women over there that can wrestle.
Victoria's real name, I think she's going to be wrestling under Lisa Marie Varon.
I would keep it Victoria.
Yeah, but who knows? I think Victoria might have. The WWE might have the rights. Yeah,
they might, but who knows? They could do something with it, or maybe she doesn't. Who knows? I don't know how they do with the divas. I don't know if it's the same as the men or what, but.
And going back to Raw, the people that were actually there was Rob Van Dam and a local wrestler, Joey Ryan. They were over there, I guess, visiting some friends. Also reported on her Twitter account was former WWE diva Joy Giovanni.
Ooh.
Yeah, I liked her. I don't know why she didn't really work out.
She's hot.
I think Show had something with her, too.
What?
Yeah, they were pretty close. I don't want to spread no rumors, but that's what it looked like. And if it looked like that on TV, can you imagine what it looks like in the back? Let's see, what else? Here's something interesting. For months now, some colleagues have been crediting Triple H and Shawn Michaels for trying their best to weed out some of the crappy stuff Vince and lead writer Brian Gewirtz produce. Even people who don't like Triple H backstage are saying that he should soon be taking the reins from Vince as a creative head of the company. Triple H is seen as the most likely candidate for the job due to his family ties, but sources within the company also acknowledge that Triple H does not have a good understanding of what the fans want and who their target audience really should be. Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
I'm not going to like that one bit.
I don't think anybody likes that one bit.
I think Triple H, he's pretty good on creating a good, strong character for himself. And so is Shawn Michaels, but I don't know how well it's going to work for everybody else who's trying their hardest to be good.
Yeah, well, that's funny you say that because it goes on. It says Triple H has been at recent Raw shows, but one backstage observer notes that he hasn't been emotionally attached to or involved in the show when he's not wrestling. In other words, he might be saving his ideas for when he returns to television, which is pretty soon.
Oh, great.
So that's funny that you said that because that looks like that might be the case.
Whatever happened to Paul Heyman?
I don't know.
That's who should be taking over.
It is. I think so too. I think all he wanted to be was a head creative writer.
Look what he did in ECW with a bunch of nobodies.
Alone.
Yeah.
Alone, and created quite a following.
It was great.
And I think that was one of the reasons why Vince bought ECW.
Right.
I think ECW might have been coming up faster than WCW, and that's why he was bought first, or it could have been the cheapest.
Storylines, it was the best.
And I think nobody can do storylines better than Paul Heyman.
Yeah, I agree. Look what he did with the Big Show when he became champion. Look what he did with Brock Lesnar.
You know what was really believing was, it made me believe, I was watching an ECW show one time, and it was Brian Pillman when he was alive in the ring, and he kind of held the ring hostage, and I don't know what the circumstances were, but Heyman comes out of the back, a lot of agents and wrestlers coming out of the back and trying to plead with Pillman to come out. So, to me, I didn't know if that was a shoot or was that a work, but either way, it looked really good.
That's how Paul Heyman works. Everything looks real. I think it's great.
And I think that's what the WWE is lacking, is the realism.
They need to go back to like the 80s and the 90s when wrestling people used to think it was real, when they used to fight in conversations about how one half of the group would say it's fake, the other half would say it's real. I mean, we don't have that anymore. And now everyone knows it's fake.
And moving on in other news, guess who decided to get a little freaky with his cell phone?
Who?
Matt Stryker.
Oh my God.
He went ahead and posed nude to a cell phone and tried to send it to somebody. From what I understand, the pictures were noted as grotesque. So maybe that's why he's in a suit behind a desk.
Whatever happened to Matt Stryker? I mean, he had a pretty good gimmick when he came out.
I didn't really like that gimmick.
The teacher? That was pretty cool.
No, you know what? I really don't like Matt Stryker.
He was okay as a wrestler. I thought he had some wrestling ability.
I don't know.
He has good mic skills. He was pissing a lot of people off.
I think that was the only thing he was good for, was his mic skills. Because, I mean, he didn't really go anywhere as a wrestler.
Yeah, but they brought him out like old school. Like they used to have him the little promos with the chalkboard, and he had all the old school promos. You don't have anybody coming out like that anymore. They just come to the ring one Thursday or Monday, and bam, they wrestle, and then you're kind of trying to find them.
Yeah, but, you know...
Matt Stryker, they built him up pretty well. I like the way they did him.
I don't know. I really don't like Matt Stryker. I said if there was two people that I had to pick for the worst wrestler ever in the WWE, it would have been Matt Stryker, or it should have been the Minotaur.
Oh, I'm taking it way back there.
Yeah, way back.
Well, yeah, Matt Stryker today is horrible, but Matt Stryker, when he first came out, I thought it was excellent. I thought it was going to work.
And yeah, I am comparing Matt Stryker to Minotaur. Matter of fact, I think it was him. But yeah, and then he goes ahead and he's now a commentary for a play-by-play on ECW.
Yeah, and that doesn't work because I don't know. It's not working for me as a commentary.
But you know what I'm really hating on is that, you know, here's this a brand new wrestler in this business, doesn't do anything, doesn't have any kind of championship belts to claim, and then they ship him off to ECW, and it went down, and so did his career, and then they go ahead and make him a commentary. I mean, who is he? I mean, does he have ties with the McMahons, or with somebody in that company?
I don't know. But
Johnny Ace?
I don't know, but I bet you he's loving the fact he still has a job.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. I mean, this guy has nothing to say on the show. If anything, I mean, I liked Taz as a wrestler being a commentary because I mean, we've known him. He's a household name. When you hear Taz, you automatically think of ECW.
Right.
But you have a Matt Stryker on here like he thinks he knows a lot about the WWE, and he doesn't. I mean, I understand maybe if he had a championship belt on him, you know, like a world championship belt, or even an intercontinental champion. I mean, hell, I don't even care if he had a light heavyweight championship belt. But still, I mean, he sounds like he has something to say, and he doesn't. Like, for example, he made a smart-ass comment with Tommy Dreamer not too long ago. Do you remember that?
No.
He compared Tommy Dreamer to the Brooklyn Brawler.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, you know, that kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, I can see your point there. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. But
coming from him, talking to a veteran who helped, I mean, one of the forefathers from ECW to put ECW on the map, you're going to go ahead and disrespect him like that. I don't care if it was playing around or not. You just don't say that. I mean, dare he say it to Ric Flair?
No, hell no.
No. Dare he say it to, you know, The Undertaker?
No.
That would be his ass right there.
Yeah, he'd be coming out the next day with a whole bunch of makeup on.
So I don't know what his problem was with Tommy Dreamer, but even with that, I just don't like the guy.
Well, I just think ECW alone